Apple Music changed the music industry forever with spatial audio. And what's so revolutionary about spatial audio is that anybody from a pair of AirPods can start listening to really immersive Dolby Atmos spatial audio music. Now with that comes scalability. So you can listen from a pair of AirPods all the way to the setup that I'm about to show you. And my setup is the proper way to listen to true spatial audio with Dolby Atmos. I've mind blown myself so much with this setup that I had to bring on friends to show them, and they were also mind blown with the sound quality that I have in my living room, because it literally feels like I'm literally in the theater. You know what the problem is now? That I can't go back to a normal setup. Once you've gone truly inside of spatial audio, then going back to a standard stereo setup, it feels so different. Now in the past, if you wanted this true Dolby Atmos all-in-one setup, you had to buy a certain thing there and a certain thing here, and then this subwoofer here. And then if you wanted to connect all the devices, it was quite a hassle. So that's where the Sonos ecosystem comes into play, because you can buy the Beam first and then the Era 300, and then you can save up and buy the subwoofer. Now you can obviously buy everything separately, but Sonos actually offers this whole deal with a discount. Now this setup consists of 4 devices, well, one more that I've added in order to make it really me. You'll understand why. It consists of 2 Sonos Era 300 that go right behind you, a subwoofer for that crispy bass, and the Sonos Arc. And then the 5th one is obviously the Apple TV, because, well, we had to. Since the Sonos ecosystem is so simple to use, you can actually group all of them together all in one setup, and it's so simple to do within the app. And what's cool is that once you connect all of them together, it will do all the spatial and Dolby Atmos thing all by itself. So the subwoofer will only play the lows, and then Ariana Grande's voice will be singing behind you, and then the guitars will be playing in the front. All of that, it will be doing it all by itself. And the magic of the Apple TV comes into play since the Sonos ecosystem has AirPlay support. You can group all the speakers, all the subwoofers, and group them and have one single speaker that sits right on your Apple TV. So every time you play a movie, every time you listen to a song, it will play all of that automatically through all of them. And within the Sonos app, you can change the intensity of spatial audio. You can change the intensity of the subwoofer, which we're going to talk about in just a second. It's so good that I have to turn it down just a bit because I'm a little bit scared for my neighbors. It sounds that good. By the way, my neighbors haven't complained to me that my volume is too high at night. Yeah. Now, before we start talking about the actual speakers, I just want to tell you, like, the setup is so freaking good that I've actually replaced my living room HomePods in the setup. It is what it is. It's that freaking good. Now, how do you tell Siri to play music? Well, first off, you've got Amazon Alexa, Google Home, or you've actually got a Sonos voice assistant that works surprisingly well. And either way, in my living room, I only ask the voice assistant to play music either way, and it works surprisingly well. And then I've got all the HomePods around my home. And what's cool is that the Sonos ecosystem feels like one more Apple device, because since it actually connects via AirPlay, as I said, it just feels like another HomePod. So I just love the fact on how well the Sonos ecosystem adapts to the Apple ecosystem. Okay, let's start everything off with the heart of the setup, the Sonos Arc. It's a beautifully designed, massive, and quite heavy soundbar. You've got touch controls in the top to play and pause and to change the volume. It looks beautiful and modern in the setup. Something quite cool about Sonos is that they actually grab Grammy-winning, Oscar-winning artists and producers in order to build and approve and do tests with the actual product. And the Sonos Arc is no different. That's why it's won so many awards. The way that I describe the sound is not only immersive, but very, very heavy and even aggressive at times. It's just, I mean, I know I can't show you the sound. Go up to a Best Buy and try it out, and your mind will literally be mind blown. But if you want to be mind blown by 2, that's where the Sonos Era 300 comes in. Not only did we get 1, but we got 2 for the setup. And we've put them right behind us for that true spatial audio experience, and it's mind-blowing. I've already reviewed the Sonos Era 300 in the channel, and I said that with one single Sonos Era 300, it sounded more powerful and better than 2 HomePods. I mean, that by itself is crazy. So just imagine 2 full Sonos Era 300. The sound quality, I mean, once again, it's off the charts. Sonos actually sells these Sonos Era 300 stands for your living room. They are so heavy and such good quality. Having 2 speakers behind you in a spatial audio setup, there's songs like Rocket Man by Elton John or 34 plus 35 by Ariana Grande, and there's so many more. that are really beautifully mixed. The Era 300s also have touchscreen control, so you can turn up and turn down the volume. And what's different about the Era 300s is that sure, you can play them with Wi-Fi within your AirPlay setup, but if someone comes in at your home and they don't have Wi-Fi access, they can actually play music with Bluetooth directly, which is so useful. And then I guess the cherry on top of the entire setup is a product that I've never had before. Fun fact, I've actually never had a subwoofer before in the past. And I don't know why, because I've actually gone to really good setups before in the past. Like I went to Jonathan Morrison's spatial audio setup before in the past, and I was mind blown when I was there. It's one of those things that it's like, until you have it in your home, you can never go back. The Sonos Sub basically deepens the movie and the music experience of spatial audio as the cherry on top. It basically only plays the lows of the music or the movie, and it leaves that space for the rest, so the rest sounds way higher, and it allows the sub only to play the lows, and you've got zero distortion, and once again you can customize everything within the app. So yeah, that is the setup. Sonos did sponsor this video. Even if they did, what's funny is that they didn't even tell me what to say, what to not say. They were just like, experience the setup and you'll know what to say, and that is exactly what happened. You could probably see my reactions, my excitement. I'm literally being so annoying to my friends, to my family, because I'm literally telling all my friends, you absolutely need to come home and try the setup. The reaction of my friends and my family is just literally the same as mine, because they're like, what in the world? It's like, it's so surround. Dolby Atmos changed everything, and spatial audio on Apple Music, thanks to Apple, changed everything because they brought the AirPods and they brought spatial audio available for everyone. But Sonos has revolutionized everything because they've made a truly professional sounding setup that basically feels like you're in a movie theater at your home at a very affordable price tag. Obviously the price is high because you're not getting 1 or 2 or 3, you're getting 4 speakers and a sub in the setup. It is so worth it. This holiday season, I'm just saying, links in the description. Ask the wifey to get it for you. Ask the husband, your mom, your dad. I'm just saying, links in the description. I'm mind blown. I'm gonna go watch a movie now because that's honestly what I'm doing all day. Okay, bye-bye.